I would like to just take a moment to express my gratitude for the little ones, and not just children that are young of age, such as, 5 years and younger, you could say, but to the little one within our hearts, to the one that some, they say, supposedly from the 80s on, are deemed, not everyone, but many people that don't even realize it, Indigo Children. And I don't know exactly what the status quo is on like how many beings are considered to be an Indigo Child, but to really express the feeling as a motherly instinct that these children, including our own inner children, be protected right now during this change of times. And just, during a time when so much uncertainty is in the air of what's going on our planet, what's going on in the country, there's just so much going on, and I feel like there are so many gifts. There's so many gifts that are not being expressed. Everybody's kind of biting their tongue. Everyone's in fear, not really knowing, what we're supposed to be doing right now. And this feeling just keeps coming to me, this feeling like they're so precious. And I believe all beings are truly equally precious, but I believe that the ones that have gifts generally hide them in fear, because when they express their gifts, this world isn't always happy about hearing about new ideas. And often, it wants to understand it too. Discernment as key. It wants to understand that it may be afraid of a new idea and needs more time to integrate it. Like in the mind, for instance, our thinking process, our left brain thinking process, is terrified of a new idea if we don't learn to evolve our minds to the point where we welcome new ideas, not with just like ultimate knowingness that it's right, but we just allow new ideas to come about, and we allow ourselves to explore new options, new areas, new beliefs. But again, I just want to take a moment to focus on the children and the light they have to bring to this world. If we could just set the right example for them right now, let them know they're protected, that there are people looking after them, that there are people looking after their beautiful hearts, their beautiful stories, and their gifts. Most people on this planet, I personally believe, are medicated so that they can't express their gifts. They're too dumbed down by whether it's caffeine, alcohol, drugs. There is something within almost everyone's system that keeps you blocked from expressing your true value you have to this world. I don't know where it's coming from. There's this quote I'm thinking of: we are the ones we've been waiting for. And that's what I like to think. I think that we have kind of been waiting on ourselves to say, okay, it's safe to come out of my cage. It's safe to feel again. Because the feeling world is very scary for human beings. It's very scary to actually feel your own feelings, to feel like, you wish to express yourself. You wish to be able to say what's on your mind. You wish to feel your feelings. You wish to see that the young ones that are gifted are protected, not made fun of, but protected for their gifts for the future times. Having gifts, kind of cheesy, but something to relate it to, like X-Men, for instance, having gifts like that in a world like that would be a little bit scary. So for this world that we're living in now, awakening to a new paradigm in which a gift could become something that extraordinary, not saying that it's possible, but if that were possible, would definitely intimidate the general populace. And so it's so fear-based at this time. How do we allow not just the children that are young, but also our inner adult, our inner child to express himself without feeling afraid of having any kind of power in our place, having any kind of, something special to share. For instance, like myself, I feel my gift of expression is singing and writing. And I could be wrong on that. That's just my personal opinion at the moment. That's what I feel like I have to share and offer. And it can be scary at first. It took me probably a year to start writing again, just complaining to people all the time. I have writer's block, and I just don't know what to do about it because all I want to do is write. And, it took something close to a year before I felt comfortable in my safe zone to write again. And now I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling like I have a conduit of expression. But for those that are being trained in the schools, and I truly don't know what they're teaching in the schools today, but I feel like it's become a lot more reserved, a lot more structured, so that maybe they're not feeling comfortable expressing their gifts as much. And I could be wrong. That could be a false assumption. That's just from what I have gathered, what I have seen personally. So I would like to take a moment to say a little prayer to, we could call it Great Spirit, we could call it God, the universe, whatever you would like to call it, the higher power, the higher source that we look up to for the Indigo Children. Great Spirit, I pray that these little ones know that they are special and that they have no right to be judged in the end. I pray that their gifts come forward during the right time, and that we, as the adults, set an example that it's safe to express yourself. It's safe to keep your gifts hidden if you need to, for the right time and place to come out. But what's most important is the love these children have to share. They're so bright, they're so sophisticated, they're so connected to spirit. They already know what's going to happen before it happens. They have so much to offer this world. And I just pray that their beautiful little hearts and minds are protected during this change of time. I pray that we activate our own inner children and realize we all have gifts to share. We all, whether we're indigo or not, whatever that even truly means, are safe to express a part of ourself, a piece of our soul, so that we can all be a part of the collective consciousness. We can all be a part of the I Am family again. Not that we're not, but just feel like we're taking part in something bigger than ourselves. I pray that with all of my heart, the misunderstandings that so often come from someone who has been given gifts be resolved in their lives during this day. And that the great leaders of the world recognize the good gifts that they have to bring within themselves. And that there are also special people that would like the time and place to speak of positive things, of ways we can improve the world too. I pray that our virtues that live within our hearts come forward. I pray that we can just truly be something of an offerance to this world, that we can, again, like I've said, set ourselves an example to the little ones. So Great Spirit, please keep us safe, please keep them safe, and please teach us how we can reach out to these people who don't know how to speak their mind yet, who don't know how to express themselves, or maybe do, and they've been cast aside because of this. Alright. Namaste.